You are now listening to the Full Sport Press podcast, featuring hosts Jay Hove, Jeff, and Weezy. Please enjoy the show.
Greetings and salutations. I'd like to welcome everybody back and some of you for the first time to the Full Sport Press podcast, the premier sports podcast for the consummate sportsman. This is your one-stop shop for all sports-related news and topics. I'm Jay Hove.
It's your boy Big Jeff.
Weezy in the building. Say what's up, Weezy.
What's poppin', man? What's going on?
How you doing, brother?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Most definitely. What about you, Jeff?
Man, awesome, bro.
For sure.
Don't complain.
Camera's always on, Jeff.
Always.
You better damn know. You better damn believe it. Weezy, how was your weekend?
It was okay.
It was cool.
Just okay.
It's solid. Okay, what about you, Jeff?
Yeah, no complaints, man.
That's what's up. My weekend was straight.
Yeah.
Solid little weekend.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that. My best of the week.
I
For
bet
sure.
you will.
Weez, what we got up on the show today?
We got unveiling part 2 of the 2018 NBA Top 7 Series Power Forwards, FSP style.
Always. FSP style.
Better damn believe it. Again, you better damn know it. Don't forget, man, we had a mashup a couple of weeks back featuring On Deck TV podcast, Full Sport Press, and Fresh for Dummies. Mailbag editions up right now, wherever your good podcast or so. Check that out. Fall mashup, FSP style, On Deck TV style, Fresh for Dummies style.
We didn't make it, Jeff.
That's all right. We're going to do our own, man.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, we're going to ask some questions.
Yeah, y'all supposed to do it this week.
Yeah, we're going to do it.
Okay.
I got it set up over here.
Okay, there we go. Speaking of, we didn't do it yet. We had we'll start with our best of the week.
There we go.
Had a couple of outings, FSP style, minus Jeff.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jeff don't pull up, man.
He said he wasn't coming up. He said he wasn't coming
Said,
up.
we did say that.
Yeah, I knew he wasn't coming.
We knew it, yeah.
The game, I would have went to the other thing, though.
Oh,
I didn't get a call for that one.
Now, Jeff, I literally said we're going, my best of the week, my brother,
Yeah.
Coach Penny,
Shout out to him.
his first Big Blue Madness. Me and Weezy pulled up. Had my guy out there windmilling.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
We're going to say a windmill.
Went in, counted.
Yeah, for sure. Good time, man. Shout out to the Tigers on a successful season.
Yeah.
They kick off Halloween with the exhibition game, and then their first regular season game against Lipscomb at Lipscomb on the 10th. So that's my best. Also, another FSP outing.
Mm-hmm.
We went to the Florida Vandy game.
Yeah.
Cameraman was there. Shout out to cameraman.
Cameraman.
And Weezy. And again, me and Weezy, I'm never going to a sporting event where it's two of our teams pitted against each other.
Yeah, it's rough.
Again.
Yeah.
So yeah, but it was fun time.
I'm never going with you again.
That's true. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I say the same.
We matching it. Okay. It's all good.
I felt the animosity as soon as we walked into the casino the other day.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah,
it's all good.
Yeah. No real attention.
No.
Yeah.
For sure. Had a good time. Gators pulled out 37-10. Gators won the game 37-10.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Shout out to the Gators.
Yeah. We were heavy in there.
It was a lot of Gators
There's
in
a
there.
lot of Florida Gators in there. Most definitely.
We let one slip. We let one get away.
Yeah, I did. That's 2 this year. Should have been the other day or 2.
Yeah. And should have lost to TSU.
Yeah. All right.
All right, so what's your best of the week, Weezy?
My best of the week, man, was LeBron James' shot, man, Drake, with the Drake episode, man.
Really good, man.
Yeah, I finally we got to hear Drake's side of the story. 2 sides to every story.
3 sides sometimes.
Yeah, but
True. Definitely at least 2.
we heard Drake's side of the story, so, take it for what it's worth.
Yeah, for
I'm
sure.
glad my boy came out. I don't know how LeBron paid him to do that, but he did it.
Yeah.
It's a lot going on in LA right now.
Yeah, man, it's a lot. When I watched that, I said, it's some shit that's about to happen.
Yeah.
It's wild. What's your best of the week, Joe?
We one day closer, speaking of LeBron, to the NBA being back.
For sure.
I can't wait till
Tuesday.
Yeah,
It's here.
OKC, Golden State. Let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Pull up on me, Joe.
Let's do it. Out the gate.
Look, he's quick to say yeah. You hear that camera in? Let's do it. Hey, won't see Jeff again.
Yeah, he'll
record.
come to that one. He'll do that. You said pull up. Last week you said, let's go for it. Yeah, okay. It was real high pitched voice.
Yeah.
I know you wasn't coming to that. You're like, yeah, he'll be there. He'll be knocking at your door for that.
What's your worst of the week, Weezy?
My worst of the week, we go right back to LeBron James. He said he let his kids drink wine.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's, you know what? And that's my boy. He can't do no wrong in my eyes. But that's something you let that stay in the house.
It's probably
That gotta stay in the house.
That's gotta stay in the house.
They swept it under the rug
Yeah,
real quick.
yeah.
Though. It's like, woo, no, let's not talk about
11 and 14-year-olds, stay in the house.
Yeah.
Let that stay in the house, LeBron.
I get it.
I
I
get
understand
it.
it.
I get it.
Keep it in the house, though.
You can do what you want to do. You
Yeah.
feeling real good right now. You
Yeah.
feeling godly. You
Yeah.
feeling godly right now.
But you don't talk about the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But let that stay in the house, my boy.
He's dancing in Drake show.
Yeah.
That this in the house.
He's definitely danced at the Drake show.
Yeah. Shout out to Sean White.
This is man.
This is man. With his man.
Yeah.
Slick.
Yeah.
Worst of the week. What's your worst of the week, Jeff?
Kevin Benjamin, man, refusing to run routes in pregame with Josh Allen this morning.
He said no.
He said no to him.
Did he?
Yeah.
Kevin Benjamin ain't gonna be in the league long.
Kevin Benjamin, he don't want to resign with us. We get it. I understand. I wouldn't want to resign with Buffalo. But yeah, man, you can't do that.
Why would you tell him no?
No, tell him no. Flat out.
Yeah.
We don't back it in and start getting ready for the game.
Damn, KB.
That's a similar right there.
Yeah, let you know, man. Some other shit.
Yeah, it's rough. He don't want to be there, man.
Yeah. My worst of the week, this whole Kanye West shit. Big time Kanye West fan. Not only did he start this week with the whole Trump situation, with the MAGA hats, he ended the week with this whole Drake fiasco, and which, in my eyes, was worse than the actual MAGA hat, because it lets me know that this guy is
he's different.
For sure. It's something. Yeah.
He mentioned something that people aren't paying attention to, and I'm not saying it's a cop out, but I'm saying his crew. He's looking into. He mentioned he's off his meds. There's nobody in his corner that can tell him no.
Yeah,
and that's what's bad right there.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I've never seen a situation that has went so left, so fast. Because how do you start with George Bush doesn't care about black people, and then you are championing a person that basically is worse than George Bush. So whatever. Let's move on.
Yeah. Let's do that. Make sure you check us out on iTunes, Facebook, Instagram, Google Play, Stitcher, Beyond Pod, YouTube, and of course, the SoundCloud page to catch up on the full archive of past episodes of FSP. Just search Full Sport Press Podcast. And after you do that, check out the On Deck TV Hip Hop Podcast with Animal Brown and Spike Lee each and every Wednesday. This week's show is the T.I. Dime Trap album review episode. You guys checked it out?
Yeah, man. Shout out to the guys on Deck TV Hip Hop Podcast.
I checked it out. It was
the Dime Trap?
Yeah, Dime Trap. Now the podcast, right?
Yeah.
It was solid.
Yeah, Dime Trap though.
Yeah.
It's a good album.
It's okay.
It's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like
It's better than Wayne.
No. Heavens no.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's better than Wayne.
Nah. You got 2 songs on this.
The older rappers
having
having a rough winter.
No.
T.I., Wayne
had a good album. Wayne sold for over 500,000.
I've never understood why you're a person that you every time you bring up this Wayne shit, you bring up sales.
That's a big number.
But when we talk about other shit, you don't bring up sales.
You know the only reason why? Because when I said he was gonna do that number, all y'all said
Not
it was
me.
crazy.
Not me.
You didn't say it in the chat. You might have said it until somebody else.
Right.
I'm not saying you didn't say it.
Yeah.
But I remember that day. I said some wild shit in the track. Wild stuff in the track. In the chat.
Yeah.
Y'all have all gone against me.
Yeah, for sure.
Felt good to be right there.
I mean, I didn't go against you because I said he was gonna do 4.
He flying his flag. That's what it is.
Yeah, for sure.
It's okay.
Yeah.
You gotta do it sometimes.
You got to.
Yeah, dog, wag his own tail is a sad dog.
Oh, I seen somebody flying the flag this weekend. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Let's do it. Well, who
You.
Uh-oh.
It's another story.
We're
Who we talking about?
We're not gonna wait the first half.
Yeah.
We're not gonna wait the first half.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah. Ladies Room Podcast. You can check out Rizzo and Emma Reed to find out what the ladies are really talking about in the Ladies Room. The ladies episode is up right now. You can catch up on past episodes and follow the Ladies Room Podcast on IG and Facebook. One time for Coach Locke.
Shout out to the ladies.
Shout out to the ladies, man. Fresh for Dummies, me and my dog Animal Brown, is a self-help fashion podcast directly related to improving everyday fashion. You can catch our latest issue 32. Issue 33 will be up soon, directly for the culture. Follow our IG page at Fresh for Dummies and simply search Fresh for Dummies on all of your social media handles. Wear your kicks. Cop responsibly.
I mean, that polo y'all posted today?
You like that?
That's flames.
It's flames. Hey, the last time we talked about something, there was polos, the Snow Beach.
Yeah.
You was trying to cop that too.
Yeah. That's like, that's my bag right
That's your
there.
bag.
Yeah, that's definitely my
Your
bag right
polo
there.
bag. I got you.
You can read up on your favorite FSP co-hosts, purchase your FSP merchandise, and catch up on the episodes from the shows we just mentioned, and much, much more. How do you do that, you ask, Weezy? Just simply search www.realvillemedia.com. Tell a friend to support the real. RMG!
Most definitely RMG. Jeff, you got 10 good rest seconds.
It's a rough week.
Let's get it going.
All right, so the WWE released a statement Friday from the Washington Post journalist that was killed in Saudi Arabia. So if you don't know, WWE is scheduled to have a pay-per-view in Saudi Arabia next month. Now, on November 2nd, actually. The Washington Post reported Thursday that the Turkish government told U.S. officials that they have audio and video proving that the Washington Post journalist was killed and decapitated after they have his body dismembered.
Damn.
So the WWE
When they went over there.
shouldn't probably go over there. And today removed the Crown Jewel pay-per-view from their schedule. So it looks like they're coming to their heads and saying, "No, we ain't fooling."
Right.
But to keep it in perspective, they have a 10-year, $450 million deal with Saudi Arabia to go over there for the next 10 years. So,
It's tough, man.
and they already caught flack early this year when they did the Greatest Royal Rumble there. They couldn't bring any of their women wrestlers over there because of, Saudi Arabia.
They might go over there, but it won't be the big time wrestlers.
Nah,
it might
sure.
be Sid Vicious and Ken Shamrock.
Sure.
They had a huge card to go over there. Like it was Undertaker versus.
Oh, hell
They
nah.
had Shawn Michaels was coming out of retirement to go over there. Like it was going to be a big event.
Mm.
This going on right now.
It might be
That's
Val Venus.
quiet.
Sid Vicious.
Is Val Venus still alive?
Still alive, I believe.
Okay.
I don't think
Been
he's
out
wrestling.
here.
He better be wrestling.
Sure. 10 good wrestling segments.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. That was deep.
Yeah.
In case you missed it, I got you again, Weezy. My fault, dude.
Yeah, you could.
Former Carolina Panther Ray Carruth, who was sentenced to 18 years in prison for murdering his pregnant girlfriend,
Don't say that.
will
Should
be
be.
released on October the 22nd, 2018, man. Yeah.
Who releasing his ass?
Well,
Who releasing him?
The prison.
he did his time.
He did his time.
Yeah.
Nah, would be a better place without his ass.
I agree.
Yeah.
But if you're Ray Carruth, how do you
How you walk on
maneuver
this
that?
earth?
Yeah, that's tough.
If
man.
I'm not mistaken, the child's still alive.
Child's still alive. Yeah. Child's
That's
still
what
alive.
saved his ass.
He is suffers from,
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Maybe they go full term, but
Yeah.
yeah, man. Ray Carruth, man.
Damn.
2001.
I remember this. He was in
I remember
Nashville.
that.
They caught him in
I
Nashville.
mean, they caught him in Tennessee for sure.
Yeah.
Might have been in
I think it was in
Nashville.
Nashville, like
Yeah.
outside the outskirts.
Nah, he went out here walking like
No,
that.
caught him in the
Nah,
trunk in
nah.
Nashville.
Yeah, in the trunk.
I
Got him in the
wasn't
trunk
downtown,
for sure.
because I wouldn't let him walk out. He wouldn't
In
out here walking
2001,
like
man,
that.
Ray Carruth would have whooped your ass.
Oh, you
Ray
was
Carruth.
roughly 7
He
years
was
old.
about 8.
Wow.
Nah, he wouldn't done.
Yeah, most definitely. And then tweets with questions throughout the week at Full Sport Press. Don't forget to comment and give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down on the YouTube page, on the iTunes page. Please rate and subscribe, and more importantly, don't forget to tell a friend
To tell a friend.
Tell a friend.
about that Full Sport Press podcast, man. The revolution will be podcasted. Before we get started with the first half, we got a poll question for the listeners.
Yes, sir.
Let the people hear.
This week's poll question is, which NBA sneaker free agent will most likely leave their current brand? Isaiah Thomas with Nike, Kawhi Leonard with Jordan, Kelly Oubre, Adidas, Andrew, I don't have no heart, Wiggins with Adidas.
Man, it's tough as a person. So if you see the bags that's going around, Boogie signed a big deal with Puma.
It's cool.
Joel Embiid left.
Yeah.
Adidas to go to Under Armour.
Oof.
And we'll talk about that in the first half. So with those guys, the biggest star of the four, Kawhi.
Yeah.
Kawhi. Then
Kawhi.
Andrew Wiggins.
Yeah. I think Isaiah Thomas
Yeah.
might be.
He's never going to leave Nike. Like, he's a Nike guy through and through.
Yeah, he'll wear Nike even if they're not paying him.
Exactly. I think Adidas will stick with Kelly Oubre, mainly due to the fact that he is a fashionista.
If I say he's
What's
a
the male?
Adidas
What's
guy.
the male version of
He's
fashionista?
still baby.
Look that up, cameraman. Fashionista. But yeah, so they're gonna have this Yeezy basketball shoe is about to be released this year. So in turn, they're gonna have to have somebody to wear it. Kelly Oubre will be the person that will
I can
have
see
him on.
Kelly
Yeah.
Oubre. Or your boy play for the, I can't think his name every show.
Who's that?
Play for the Rockets.
James Harden.
No, the shoe
PJ Tucker?
Yeah.
I know he's not signing with a brand. He wore
was-
106 different pair of shoes last year.
Yeah, he wanted.
He want to
cook.
get those off.
Yeah.
He want to get those looks off. I say Kawhi signs with Puma this week.
Probably.
I can see that.
Yeah.
The bag is different in Puma
Yeah,
land.
something's going on.
The bag is different in
Different.
Puma.
What do you sign with Puma right now with the bag they're throwing out?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, if I'm Wiggins, who signed a $148 million contract, I'm fine without that. I could maintain with Adidas or take a little small chunk from Nike.
Nike.
Yeah, for sure. But
Stand
I'm
on
not.
the one.
Yeah, it's a rough shoe. Let us know what y'all think. Y'all ready to get started the first half?
Let's do it.
Let's go.
The first half is underway.
First half, hottest sports news of the past week, like we do each and every week here at the Full Sport Press Podcast. Before we get started, I'm Jay Ho.
It's your boy Big Joe.
Weezy was popping.
Weezy, where can they find you at on social media, champ?
I'm FSP_Weezy on IG, and I'm at How Weezy on Twitter.
Most definitely are. Jeff, where you at?
Jay Easily 84 across all social media platforms.
Most definitely. I'm J Hove on all social media handles for sure. Most definitely. Twitter's wide open. Cameraman, FSP_cameraman still?
Yeah.
Most definitely.
New pictures.
Can we get a picture this week? All right. All right, man. Let's kick the first half off with some college football talk, man. Week 7.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
We got to go through our winners and losers. Anybody want to go with their first winner of Week 7?
UT Vols.
Tennessee Vols.
Gotta
Big
go
win.
with UT.
That's a big win.
Statement win.
Yeah. Saved the coach a terrible offseason.
Sure.
He pretty much bought himself the rest of the season with that.
Oh, yeah, for sure. He's good.
Yeah, he's
That's
good.
a winner.
He played an Auburn team that's just struggling right now, though.
Mhm.
They were still top 25 ranked at the time.
For sure.
Yeah. At the time. Not now. Definitely not now.
Well,
That saved him the offseason. He can do what he got to do now.
yeah, he can. For sure. Shout out to Jeremy Pruitt.
Yeah.
I got Oregon, man.
Mm-hmm.
Big win against Washington. I think it opened a path for them to be a major bowl contender. They'll be 12-1. I think they'll win, 9 games?
Okay.
Yeah.
Washington?
No,
Oregon?
Oregon.
Yeah, I seen him win.
Yeah. So the only thing is now there will be no Pac-12 representation in the college football playoffs.
That did it.
Yeah, they're done.
Yeah.
So with them, even at 12-1 and owners of the Pac-12 crown, they're long shot to crack into the national semifinals. But good bounce back year for Oregon. A big win for them for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, what about you, Weezy?
My winner
Mm-hmm.
was the Florida Gators.
That was a good human of you, Weez.
Yeah.
I mean,
I see what you did there.
We were
Yeah.
10-point
They're
favorites.
10-point favorites.
Mm-hmm.
They came back 25 down, which they never done on the road ever.
Yeah.
We did. Yeah, no, for sure. That was a good game, man. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna keep it a bean right here since these y'all my guys.
Yeah.
21-3.
Yeah.
Look, Weezy said something rubbed me the wrong way. And they just scored again. And I said to myself, let me look at this Uber. See where this Uber. Because Weezy drove.
Oh, he was going to get the Uber.
I was out of there. I'm keeping it a buck. I'm keeping it a bean right now.
Not mad at you.
No, I'm gonna keep it a
Not
bean.
mad at you at all.
I did, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm there to see my guys
Yeah.
win.
One thing you're not going to do is just sit through.
I'm not
take
gonna
the punch
sit there
like,
and
nah.
just I'm not sitting in the corner and getting punched in
Nah.
the face.
I
If we
did.
didn't score,
Yeah.
if we didn't score,
Yeah. You was out.
I was out. So,
You
but
should have called the Uber. And then you said, I wish you would have called the damn Uber.
You
I
left.
swear I would have.
But you left.
It was 3 minutes to go in the game.
No, don't say I didn't. Don't say I didn't, because you left.
It was 3 minutes to go in the game, Jay.
Cameraman, did you leave?
Jay?
It
Absolutely.
was 10 minutes left in the game.
The game was over. The game
10
was
minutes
over.
left in the game. We were up 6.
Yeah.
We was
was
up
up
3.
10.
3.
We was
Yeah,
up
you was
3.
10.
It was 27-24.
It was 10. It was a 37.
That's the end of the game.
That's the end of 7. 37-27 is the game.
That's the game score.
Now listen to y'all. Was up 10. We went down and kicked the field goal, which made it 7. And y'all came back and kicked another field goal and made it 10.
For
I
sure.
watched the whole game when I was walking the whole time. I watched it.
Mhm.
I know what happened.
Yeah, for sure. But it was tough, man. So, yeah, I mean, but to keep it a buck, I did pull up the Uber
Yeah.
to see where we were at, see if I was on. I told cameraman, Weezy went to the concession stand. I said,
Yeah.
cameraman, I'm going to keep it a buck with you.
I'm about
Almost
to get
left
out
out this bitch. We didn't score right there because at halftime we was down 21-13.
Yeah.
We didn't get to 10.
Yeah.
Your boy was gone.
You weren't going to do that.
Not for sure. I couldn't sit in there through that. No, for sure.
Did you post a victory Victory
Victory dance? Nah, I ain't doing victory dance this
Okay.
week, man. You know what I'm saying? The weekend's still young. I might.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But nah, just posting a picture, man. Yeah. In enemy territory.
That's crazy.
Shout out to the listeners, man. FSP family, that's Gators fans, man.
Yeah.
We were there.
Yeah.
Once that we was in there. We was heavy in there.
Yeah.
For sure. I see another winner.
Okay.
I got Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
A real contender out of the Big Ten,
Most
man.
definitely.
I think they have the best defense in college
Country.
football. It ain't no question.
No question.
And scary defense. This is Harbaugh's best team. Still got Shea Patterson. A little shaky at quarterback.
He got him playing good now.
Yeah, for sure. They won 38-13 against Wisconsin. Big win for Michigan. And
If he can beat Ohio State, and that game's at the big house this year.
Yep.
Yeah. It's going to be a game.
Tough game. For sure.
It's going to be a game.
It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Anybody got another winner before we get out of here?
LSU.
Yeah, it's gotta be LSU.
LSU. Yeah. And they ain't the team we played.
That's a bounce back.
That's a bounce back. They played us like that.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
They beat the shit out of Georgia.
Yeah. No.
But you know what they just solidified? I know we'll probably talk about it a little bit more.
Mhm.
It just solidified every SEC team going to have one loss.
That and also it's the best conference in college.
Besides Alabama.
Alabama's going to lose.
I don't think Alabama's going to lose.
They're going to lose, though.
You got plenty of hands
Yeah, I
after
know.
that bet. Yeah.
They're going to lose, though.
They're not going to lose the game.
By who?
Well, they don't play anybody, but they're going to.
They play Auburn.
Yeah.
They play Georgia.
That's the game.
LSU.
Yeah. They got to be. They're going to lose.
They play Georgia?
They play
Nah,
LSU.
They play LSU. They play LSU. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Let's talk about some losers. Anybody got a loser?
Penn State.
Yeah.
You can't lose that one.
Oh, Jimmy Franklin.
You can't lose that one. I get it. I mean,
Yeah.
it is Penn State, and it's only 2 losses this year.
For sure.
Let's keep it in perspective. Man, that was rough.
That was a rough loss.
Last play, man, that was rough.
Rough loss.
West Virginia.
West Virginia let me down.
Okay.
30-14.
Yeah.
They only had 152 total
Yeah.
yards on offense.
That's your man.
This is that his Heisman chances are done. But you know, they play Oklahoma and Texas coming up in November. So.
He could bounce back. He have a big game against those two guys. He can get him back in the conversation. Cause
It would have to take Tua, who has a knee injury right
that's what
now,
I'm saying.
to continue to be hurt, and he has to beat both Oklahoma and Texas handily.
Yeah.
With him at least
or at
5
least
touchdowns.
Yeah, at least 4 or 5
Crazy.
touchdowns. In the
Yeah,
game.
for sure.
You know, they signed a petition for Gus Malzahn's job now.
Dang.
It's a petition went around saying fire Gus Malzahn. Like, actually, to pay his
Pay
yeah.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
And college football fans are rough.
Rough, man.
Yeah,
Rough. for sure. Yeah. In Georgia is another loser for me.
Absolutely.
Talk about it. I know you want to.
Hey, Coach Brown getting in on me at halftime. We're gonna hear it, but yeah, Georgia, you can't lose that game. You cannot lose that game. And you know the reason that they lost that game is because they're sticking with the wrong quarterback.
You think they need to go ahead?
But they need to put
And
Fields in the game.
And they will this week.
I'm telling you, they're sticking with the quarterback. Because, you know, at the end of the day, Jeff's the same situation with Kelly Bryant.
Yep.
Same situation that you had with Tua.
Yeah.
The better quarterback is setting. You got to play this kid.
You do.
Get a better quarterback on the team.
They look. That offense was stagnant.
Stagnant. They couldn't move. And you have all that talent in wide out.
Yep.
All that talent on offense, period. Running backs,
Yeah,
O-line,
skill positions. Yeah.
crazy skill positions.
Yeah.
You have to play the better quarterback. It lost them a national championship. A chance to play in one.
Maybe.
No,
If they make the switch down,
they still control their own destiny.
They still control their own destiny for sure, but they would have to. They could do it with one loss. They would be fine with one loss.
Yeah.
Now, hell no, it's a wrap.
They got to take a big score. They got to play Florida.
Yeah, and we'll talk about that.
Watch out.
Coach Brown really got me fucked up. That's
Oh my goodness!
Because and you know, because he had so much heat towards the Florida fans. Hey, we beat LSU fair and square, dog.
Yeah.
Y'all got beat by LSU. But we hear his rant.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be.
Oh, it's epic for sure. What about players of the week, man? Who wants to go first?
I got Dwayne Haskins.
That's your man.
That's my guy.
Yeah, you better stick with him.
Yeah.
You only with Dwayne
Yeah,
Haskins.
for sure. Every week.
3 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
Wait.
Every week.
No, in the group chat, I might talk about Dwayne.
You
Haskins.
love Dwayne Haskins.
But I haven't. This is my first time picking as my player of the week.
I don't believe that,
Serious,
dude.
I had Dick of the kicker last week.
They could have kicked last week.
Yeah, come on, man.
And the week before that, it was Dwayne Haskins.
I had the running back for
Boston College.
last week before that.
I heard Dwayne Haskins twice from you.
For
No,
sure.
that's fine. No,
I
that's
haven't had him in my player.
I ain't got no problem with
No, I
it.
seriously haven't had him as my player of the week
Okay.
on this.
I ain't got no problem with the big guy.
You got 100. I mean, I said a week.
412 yards, 3 touchdowns. We good.
No, 412, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, 3 touchdowns.
Kill. Player.
Heisman.
That's your man.
Heisman.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. 2. I said this a
Yeah,
year ago.
yeah, you
2.
said it.
Okay.
Yeah,
What you got?
I went with Joe Burrow, quarterback for LSU.
Okay.
He only threw for
You want to take
15.
my bomb?
Joe Burrow.
The Burrow can't play football.
Joe Burrow.
He had a game of his life.
He picked up a $2 bill. He found a 4-leaf clover.
Everything fell their way.
Yeah, I went with Joe Burrow.
I respect it though.
Yeah.
He bounced back from last week. 200 yards, which wasn't a lot, but he scored two crucial first down. I mean, 2 crucial 1-yard touchdowns that he had to score to win the game.
What's that? Shout out to Joe Burrow. We had him looking like Joe Burrow.
What?
My player of the week 7, is Nate Stanley from Iowa. Junior quarterback, shredded Indiana for a season best 320 yards and 5 scores. 5 players caught a touchdown as they beat them. 42-16.
Ooh.
Now, before this, first 4 weeks of the season, he only had 5 touchdowns in their first 4 games. So, hey,
that's a game.
Find yourself, Nate.
Yeah, have yourself a game.
Find yourself, young man.
There was some defense played this week in college football. It was tough. It wasn't a really eye-popping, crazy big number of yards.
It's a big games this week.
Yeah.
Playing the conference schedule now.
Knee deep.
Yeah,
Knee deep in conference.
Knee deep.
6-1. Okay.
Knee deep.
So can we move on now, man?
You got it.
All right,
Please.
let's talk about the FSP Fantasy Football update that we recorded a little bit earlier this week. So the scores, really don't need to mention the scores right now because it's kind of up in the air. Let's go with the rankings. Oh yeah, if you haven't paid, next week.
Who ain't paid, Joe?
Oh, we got some people out there that haven't paid yet.
Who ain't paid?
We're gonna talk about it next week if they don't pay this week. There's some people.
Yeah,
there's
don't
some
tell
people need
me.
to pay.
They said don't tell me shit like that because
I know.
Yeah.
We're gonna calm you down. We
Yeah.
good. But next week though, names getting called if I don't have that Cash App, Apple Pay, PayPal, or cash. I take cash too. We need that though.
not cash.
Like anything, bro. Anything. So all right. So coming in at number 12, Booby Spin with the record of 0-5. We have Cam Newton's exposed Achilles. 1-4. Show me them TDs. Shout out to DP. 1-4. Last place for 2 years straight at number 9. Shout out to AB. 2-3. The Squeakers. 2-3 as well. They look like they're coming up though. They won last week. You choose the side. One time for Weezy. Out there last week. 2-3.
That was bullshit too.
Yeah,
Did you not watch it?
1 point.
They took Drew Brees out the game.
Yeah, I mean he got his record.
That's
They
bullshit.
get ready for the bye.
I needed 1 point. I tried to break my TV. I tried to break my TV last week.
That's when fantasy football goes wrong. That's why you're not playing, right?
That's why I'm not playing. That's 100%.
A Royale with the cheese is also it's 3-2 coming fresh off a victory. I don't pick all stars. A 2-win win streak right now. They are 3-2. Shout out to Wayne. Shout out to Coach Wayne. 3-2 as well. Now watch God.
Now watch God.
3-2. Myers' faulty memory. One time for D. Harris is 5-0.
Oh.
And Winston's eye exam. Yours truly. Sitting top of the league at 5-0.
You tired, bro. Why'd you say your name first?
Because you go by points. You go by points. No, for real, that's how you break a tie.
You ain't both undefeated.
Go by time.
I know what's going on.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I guess there's a 1 by my name right now. It might not be by the end of this week, but right now it's a 1 by my name.
Oh God!
Right
I hope it ain't. I hope it ain't. Fuck that. I hope you lose. I do. I really hope you lose,
Hey,
man.
there's a lot of people in Nashville that wish a lot of bad on me. I just keep doing good, man.
I hope you lose, man.
He's at the city. Damn. Thanks for that update, Joe.
You know it.
Most definitely.
You know it.
Let's talk about some NBA basketball shoe deals, man. Philadelphia 76ers franchise center Joel Embiid has signed a 5-year deal with Under Armour that is expected to make him the highest paid player at his position. Now, as part of the deal, Embiid and Under Armour will partner not for their branded footwear and apparel, but also charitable initiatives in and around Philadelphia and his native Cameroon. Now, early on, give back events and ongoing series of basketball camps in his home and homeland were major priorities for Embiid. Can Embiid change the narrative that big men can't sell sneakers?
No.
Not with Under Armour.
But let's keep it in perspective.
Okay.
That part of his contract with the giving back in different parts of Philly and his native country,
Mm-hmm.
that's huge, though.
Okay.
That helps out a lot.
For
So
sure.
that kind of changes the narrative of what he's trying to do. So
I got you.
I appreciate that part of it. But, I mean, it is Under Armour, and that shoe might be trash.
Your shoe's tough. Tough looking shoe. It's just tough to sell.
Yeah.
Their shoes have improved over the years thanks to Steph Curry and the people that they have brought over from Adidas, from Nike to help, establish a cool situation. They signed ASAP.
Yeah.
That didn't work that well.
Yeah.
That shoe was trash. Looked like a damn skater
It's the
shoe.
logo.
Yeah, me and AB had talked about that for years.
Yeah,
that UA
exactly.
is trash.
It's the logo.
Yeah, it's tough to.
It just
sell.
reminds you of going to work out.
It does. It does remind you just, hey, I'm finna go to the gym.
You remember Ray Lewis saying, "Protect this house."
You must protect this house.
You know,
Protect this house.
Yeah, for sure.
That's all you remember.
But big men have historically struggled to sell sneakers. Just keep it a buck.
Mm-hmm.
You got Pat Ewing. You got Dikembe. David Robinson had a shoe. DeMarcus Cousins had a couple of
Tim Duncan had a phone positive
He did.
variation that was okay.
For sure, that
It
worked.
was okay.
Tim Duncan, yeah, for sure.
That was 1 or 2 Garnetts.
Don't know.
Yeah. The Garnett on Nike was okay.
It was okay.
Yeah.
Chris Webber had a Air Max sensation.
Yeah.
That was pretty good, but I think Embiid, they're putting the bank on Embiid, and Embiid can't help that brand because if that shoe was if that brand was half the brand that it was supposed to be, Steph Curry's shoe would sell more, and it sells really good. Like you go to kids tournaments,
Yeah.
everybody's
It's
playing
some
Steph Curry
Stephs out
for
there.
sure,
Yeah.
but kids are not wearing Joel Embiid's shoe, dog. He's not marketable like Steph Curry.
But his personality may help. Because he got that Shaq type of personality.
He does.
The first 2 Shaq, the Shaq attacks.
Shaq, the first Shaq was straight.
Yeah.
For sure.
So maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe not consistently, but
Yeah.
maybe 1 or 2 times.
Let's just be honest. It's
Okay,
gonna be
let's do
tough. It's gonna be tough for him to sell this shoe. I
It
mean,
is.
Yeah,
He knows.
we know that. We know.
big men don't want to be big men no more. Like
That's
they
what he
don't-
said. He said, I'm not a big man, I'm a guard.
See, they don't want to be big men.
That's what's
no more.
cool.
Yeah,
We're gonna talk about that later on in the show.
for sure. Yeah, most definitely.
And let's keep it in the NBA.
Yeah.
Let's do our weekly Jimmy Butler update.
Mm.
So Jimmy decided he had enough this week in practice on Wednesday. He grabbed the spirit of Luol Deng's pass and 3 other third-string Timberwolves players and defeated the starting Timberwolves in a pickup game. During the game, Jimmy called out Karl Anthony Towns and Andrew Wiggins, among others, labeling them soft.
Damn.
He also took aim at the general manager, Scott Layden, and head coach Tom Thibodeau during the tense practice, saying, "You effing need me, Scott. You can't win without me." He then met with ESPN's Rachel Nichols right after practice to give his side of the story. You know what happened right after that, Weezy?
Right.
The Timberwolves canceled practice on Thursday.
You're damn right. You gotta cancel.
It's gonna come right back and do the same thing.
Damn right.
Why is he still there? Go
Being
ahead.
me, who I am,
Okay.
I respect it.
Okay.
But you can't do that. You can't do that. You can't do that. If that was me, if Jimmy Butler, hey, you hard. I would call him and say, you hard.
You should probably pause
Yeah. But anyway, I would have got him, but you can't do that.
that. It was a lot.
It's just another example of the whole Minnesota franchise just not being on the same page.
Yeah.
He's forcing his way out.
Mhm.
It's not working.
Mm-mm.
Tom Thibodeau has been in negotiations with Pat Riley. Pat Riley cussed him out, called him a motherfucker.
Oh, my
Hung up
goodness.
the phone on him
Yeah.
because everything that he wanted, right?
Yeah.
Pat said, all right, you can have it. He said, I just need Jimmy Butler. Come on with it. He
Yeah.
said, well, no, I still can't do it. And that's when Pat calls you.
Yeah.
He's not listening.
You set the trade.
Yeah,
I give you what you want.
Now
And you
it's still
still-
nah, man.
Can't do that.
So, I get it. I see what's going on, and Tibbs does not want to get rid of this kid.
No, he doesn't.
He does not. And hell or high water, he's going to try to see if it works. It's not going to work. He'll be traded by the All-Star break, if not earlier. I just think that you don't want it to go into the season too far where it can jeopardize the season.
I think secretly Tibbs likes what he's doing.
Yeah, no, for sure. That's what Jimmy said. Jimmy
Yeah.
said he's
Oh,
up
yeah,
in his
he
office
did.
smiling.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure. So, I mean, the locker room is already shaky. And
Yeah.
you have young kids in the locker room
Yeah.
who's, very fragile to begin with. Only time will tell. But what's the over and under? What you got? January?
Before he gets traded?
Yeah.
I don't think he makes it out in December.
You don't think he makes it out decent?
Mm-mm.
I think he's traded by January. Because they'll start off fine and get going. And it'll be one brush up.
Yeah.
And an
That's all
interview.
it takes.
Cat's already not saying his name in interviews. Like, come on.
Can't tell me got his feelings. though.
Yeah, man. That's
crazy.
Let's talk about some baseball.
Okay.
Rumor has it that Chicago Cubs superstar Chris Bryant had the opportunity to become at least a $200 million man. Same rumor also has that he says, "Nah, I'm straight. I'm good. Enjoy."
Huh.
Yeah. So the Cubs reportedly approached Bryant and his agent Scott Boras, who was the negotiator for everything.
Of course.
Worth well over $200 million. Now, in the early parts of the actual negotiations, they said that it was closer to 150 and it grew to 200. Assuming that they did indeed make the offer, is this a big deal, little deal, or no deal for Chris Bryant to turn down a $200 million extension?
Hey, man.
Big deal.
It takes a level of confidence to turn down $250 million.
Most definitely.
I don't even know if I want that type of confidence.
Yeah, I mean,
$250?
ooh. Now Jimmy Butler, who we
$250.
talked about a little bit before this, turned down $40 million, ended up getting $80. So you can bet on yourself.
You can.
But at the same time, Chris Bryant is coming off of his worst season.
Talk to me.
Also, with that, the whole thing with him is he's 26 years old.
True.
Yeah.
So it could go either way. I just, he only played in 10 games between, June and September.
Yeah.
When he was finally back, they were out of the playoffs.
You see, the problem is with baseball. Them boys they can get money. Let's say Chris Bryant played for the Cubs.
Right.
Big market team.
Yeah.
Everybody loves the Cubs.
For sure.
So the Cubs, they can probably get anybody they want. They can pay whatever they want. Chris Bryant can go get that money from a small market team.
He can.
And just suck over
Yeah,
there.
be
He
trash.
can go to Oakland,
Yeah.
A's. He can go to the
Hey,
Angels.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, small market.
Yeah, and just suck. So money's there.
Yeah.
Just like that's what Mike Trout's doing.
Yeah.
Mike
He just cashed
Mike
out.
Trout, they said Mike Trout's the best player in baseball.
Yeah.
And that team sucks.
Yeah. I mean, he can wait it out and continue to sign the arbitration deals. He got a league record I think he got $10 million for his last arbitration deal. But if you do that from year to year to year, by the time that's done, it's 2021, and you're not gonna be the player that you were 3 years prior to that.
But 3 years from now, he's only 29.
Yeah, but who's paying a person 29 years old in baseball? Nobody's doing that anymore in baseball.
A-Rod got another. He got another 100 in his 30s.
No, not
Albert Pujols still playing.
That's what I'm saying. After that deal, that set the precedent. Because Albert Pujols signed it at 30. He was really 34,
He
35.
keep the buck.
You know?
Yeah,
So you sign
keep
a
the
2-year
buck.
deal at 29 in baseball, you don't really know what's really going on.
Ooh, boy. Yeah.
Yeah. 200. Yeah.
200. All right, let's move on to the NFL, guys. And this is Weezy's guy. In a sit-down interview with ESPN's Josina Anderson, with Lil Wayne right there, Odell Beckham expressed frustration with the New York offense. He also questioned his quarterback Eli Manning's success when asked if he was the problem. I don't know, Beckham told Anderson. Like I said, I feel like he's not going to get out of the pocket. He's not. We know Eli's not running it, but it is a matter of time issue. Can he still throw it? Yeah, but it's been pretty safe, and it's been, cool catching shallow routes and trying to take it to the house. But, I'm trying to go over the top on somebody. Did I mention Lil Wayne was there?
For sure.
Ad-libbing the whole time?
For sure.
Okay. Beckham has been fined by the Giants. Could even handle this differently.
Yeah, the delivery was trash.
Yeah.
Let's keep it a buck.
And the music behind him was funny.
Yeah.
It's the suspenseful music the whole time.
But it was the truth. Let's keep it a buck. Eli's 4 of his last 23. He only won 4 games his last 23 games, dog.
Right.
He has a top 3 wide receiver, top 3 running back.
Top.
Let's keep it a buck.
Yeah.
It's been a season of shambles for Eli, and Thursday might have been his worst shit that I saw.
The Giants gambled because they felt like we already got Odell, we got Sterling Shepard,
Mm-hmm.
we got receivers, we draft our running back. That's what we've been missing the whole time.
For sure.
If Eli could just do anything, we're in the playoffs. We're a threat.
Yeah.
The Giants screwed up by not getting a quarterback first. They screwed up. Even though Saquon Barkley is the best thing. He's the best thing. But they screwed up by not getting a quarterback first. And Odell Beckham, you got your money. I know you want to win. Everybody wants to win. But you got your money. You can't just keep to everybody else you crying.
But you also have to look at it too. Why he's doing this, he's in his peak right now.
Yeah.
He's at his zenith right now.
I
You want
understand.
to have a chance to contend at your best.
I understand.
A couple of years from now, by the time they get a quarterback and he gets ready to go, Odell will be what? 26, 27, 28 then. Yeah, so.
And I get it. And he's not the tallest wide receiver, so
Nah.
he has a window where it's
Injury prone too.
Yeah, and he's only quick and then got hands. So yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
But let's not forget, it's what wide receivers has done this before. Once you get your money, it's almost like I think it's what makes the players where they so money hungry because they suck. Once they get their money, the team it pretty much sucks. Calvin Johnson. Like
Well,
the team
that team
sucks.
was always trash.
Yeah,
Sure.
but that's why he retired.
Yeah.
What's your boy? He's on your fantasy team right now.
Julio?
No, not Julio. Them two, but Arizona.
Larry
Fisher.
Fisher.
Yeah, he's been going to Tennessee for years.
For years. Yeah.
Yeah, Larry, but he did make it to the Super Bowl.
He did make the Super Bowl
Makes
early in
sense.
his career.
And it's going to be a situation, they're not going to get a quarterback until next year. If they do get a quarterback, it's not going to be a quarterback of the future. It'll be somebody to stand in, so.
Yeah, but once you bring a rookie quarterback into this
It
mess,
takes 2 years to get it going.
and then do you want this rookie quarterback that's going to be afraid to mess up because Odell Beckham's going to go off?
You don't want to deal with that.
Yeah, you don't want to deal with that. So you have to get somebody, which I said from the beginning, I should have got rid of him this year. Traded him to Jacksonville. Blake goes there, and at least you have somebody that's kind of, in the middle.
Okay.
Blake is in the middle of the road quarterback.
Right. If I was the Giants, I'd be doing anything I can to get Teddy Bridgewater. Anything I can.
Yeah, you can get him.
Yeah, go get Teddy Bridgewater, John. Go get him. Yeah. Anything I can. Whatever y'all want. Besides Saquon Barkley and Odell Beckham. Anything else? Let's talk.
That's a good point. I didn't think about that.
That's true.
All right, let's keep it in the NFL one more time, guys.
Mm-hmm.
So Jerry Jones, the Dallas Cowboys owner, was on 105.3 The Fan in Dallas and said, "We have not had a true number one wide receiver for several years." When he was asked about Dez Bryant, Jones specifically said DeAndre Hopkins and Julio Jones. Those are the guys. There are not but a handful of those type of guys in the NFL. If you're Dez Bryant, you sat in the suite with Jerry, you watched the Beyonce concert.
Sure.
You pleaded to be back on the Cowboys. How you feel right now?
Tight. But he's not lying. But the offense makes a number one wide receiver look like that.
Yeah.
Scott Linehan is trash. Jason Garrett is trash. Yeah. So in turn, what Dez is saying, like, I agree. I mean, they make number one wide receivers look like shit. So in turn, this is Jerry Jones' fault because he should have fired him and got a real coach in there 4 or 5 years ago.
He'll never do that. You know why he'll never do that?
Why?
Because
he handpicked him.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. So Jason Garrett would never go against Jerry Jones. Mm-hmm. He's his guy.
Yeah.
So no matter what, Jerry knows his Cowboys going to be profitable no matter what because it's America's team, air quotes.
True. He
got a guy that's going to do whatever he says. I'm never getting rid of him.
Yeah. I mean, it's just a testament to how bad that offense and schemes that they do there to a player like Dez Bryant, who was a number one. Let's just keep it a
that was
Dez Bryant is a number one, but that offense makes him look like a number 3.
Right. And Dez Bryant's in a tough spot. He came to the Cowboys when they had Tony Romo, which is injury prone. And people don't realize when your quarterback has a best friend on the team that plays an offense, you know who his go-to guy was? It was Jason Witten. Yeah. You know Julio Jones and Matt Ryan. When Matt Ryan's in trouble, he got Julio Jones. I don't care who's on him.
For sure.
He didn't. Tony Romo don't throw the ball to him like
he
that.
did not.
Never threw the ball like him like that.
Yeah.
So it's just.
Shout out to Dez.
Yeah, I mean Dez is in a tough spot. If he was cut by any other team, the way that he left unceremoniously, he would have been signed with somebody.
I just wish he would have took that money from Baltimore.
Yeah, Baltimore.
They need him.
Dez never playing in the NFL. He's done.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I think so.
At this point, what's going on?
You said not a year.
Yeah.
I think he'll play by the end of the year.
No.
Playoff team sign him.
You bet that?
No, I'm going to bet you no.
For sure, I wouldn't either. Before we get started with halftime, let's talk about getting it in.
You take the high road sometimes.
I do. I take it a lot.
Okay.
I take it a lot.
Tired to take it?
Yeah, for sure. Man.
That's sick of these.
Yeah, for sure. This is my GPS. A lot. I take the high road a lot, brother. Take it a lot, brother.
You sick of being humble, man. Ray J voice.
Sick of these niggas.
Oh my goodness.
For sure.
Oh,
shit, you.
Yeah. Now, before we get started with halftime, let's talk about getting in
on the show used to be sensitive.
and off the field. It seems as though Detroit Pistons Andre Drummond could be in a lot of strife in about 9 months. The two-time All-Star is rumored to have 2.5 different girls to be pregnant at the same time. The half is also, as we record this show, it's a third lady that came out and said yes, for sure.
He's shaking it.
Yeah. So back in May, Instagram model Elizabeth Costadani, we're going to roll with that, posted a birthday video that showed her blowing out candles while Andre Drummond looked on by her side and recorded her. At the time of the video, her and Drummond were in a relationship, but since then, Elizabeth and Drummond have parted ways, and she deleted every single post with Drummond in it. How the ladies and the guys.
That's how you know.
The ladies and the guys. It's dudes out here to be deleting hella videos and pictures.
Don't do that.
You're right. I'm going to leave it alone. But only last month, the model posted a video of an ultrasound, which could or cannot be Drummond's child. Now, in regards to the other lady, Abigail Russo, she's an Instagram model.
You got a type.
She says that she's Drummond's new girlfriend, posting pictures to her Instagram story while at the Pistons game and insinuating that she and Andre were actually dating as well. Now, here's an update. Apparently, Drummond doesn't even know who the second girl is or the third, and an anonymous source informed FSP that this girl is also claiming to be Drummond's love child as well, with carrying Drummond's love child as well. The second baby mom has a pimp, and the girl is desperate to be wifed by an athlete. Andre Drummond.
Tough spot.
Whoa.
You're top 7 center in the NBA.
That's what FSP said.
What the hell are you doing? This is a make or break season for the Detroit Pistons and Andre Drummond.
Yeah.
Keep your dick in your pants.
It must be real bored in Detroit.
It gets cold.
It's cold in the dick.
It's cold in
the dick.
So you need something warm. And clearly, he has a type.
He has a type.
Instagram models, Instagram hotties.
Put the phone down.
Yeah, so
quick, put the phone down.
Scrolling.
He got 3 possibles.
Scrolling.
He got a good space.
You can win some books.
Yeah.
You can win some books. Hey, Andre. Come on, man.
Yeah.
He working on being a rapper.
Yeah, he don't play.
He's shooting threes now.
Wait.
He don't play 20.
Yeah,
he don't play 2K.
got songs.
He don't play
He
2K.
does.
Yeah.
Andre Drummond has songs. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Once he started rapping, it was over.
It's over.
It's over.
You gotta live a life.
That studio life gets to you, man.
Where you at? I'm in the yo.
Yeah, I'm coming through. Yeah, it is.
You ready to start with halftime?
Let's do it.
Let's go.
We're at the midway point. Enjoy all of the halftime festivities.
Halftime. We have another installment of Coach Brown's 2-minute drill. Coach Brown's a former TSU tight end and the current defensive coordinator for Hillsborough High School in Nashville, Tennessee. Shout out to the Burrows. Coach Brown will give an insight on hot topics from a former player and a current coach's perspective. Let's see what Coach Brown has to say this week.
Good evening. I am Coach Brown, and welcome to Coach Brown's 2-minute drill. We're going to start off today talking NBA basketball. More importantly, we're talking Jimmy Butler. Practice last week, he went at him with the third team and cooked them. So what does this do for the team of the Timberwolves? Is the GM and the ownership going to get rid of Jimmy Butler? If so, where is he going to end up? All right, we're going to move on to some college football, and I gotta say this. Okay, my Georgia Bulldogs lost to LSU. Yes, they did. They didn't play a very good game. Hat goes off to LSU. They won the game. They controlled the game. But you damn Florida Gator fans got to stop this. While Georgia's losing, I'm getting text messages, calls. This is ridiculous. You couldn't hear a rat piss on cotton when y'all was down 21-3 to Vanderbilt, to a school that has more stethoscopes than students. Yes, you guys were losing to them, and you should have lost, to be honest. You guys are becoming the worst fan base. I know that your expectations are low, and you guys are happy right now, and I'm just going to call y'all out. And Jay, you the leader, man. You like the captain. You like the dean of horrible Florida fans right now. But let's not forget that y'all lost to Kentucky. Y'all lost to a team that majors in playing Tip 36. That's a basketball school, okay? So y'all need to stop, man, okay? We're going to see y'all in 2 weeks. It is what it is. We're going to let the chips fall where they may. Hey, guys, just moving on to NFL football. Patrick Mahomes, is he the second coming? Is he the guy? More importantly, is he the best quarterback in the league right now? Let's think about it. Numbers-wise, he's doing exceptionally well. Will he be able to keep it up today against the New England Patriots? Okay. I'm going to move on to the bum of the week. Bum of the week, it's going to go out to the Florida Gator fans, man. Hey, man, y'all got to do better, man. Live in expectancy, man. I know you guys aren't expecting much from this season, but hey, man, stop it, man. Be some decent fans, okay? Hey, I am the coach. Coach Brown it is. Rue, and I'm gone.
And that is another installment of Coach Brown's vicious 2-minute drill. Good landing spots for Jimmy Butler, Miami.
Yeah.
Miami.
The Clippers.
That's where you want to be.
Everybody want to be in LA right now.
Everybody want to be in LA right now.
Yeah, that team.
Yeah, it's really LA.
It's really Miami.
And hope you get another free agent next year.
Maybe Boston.
Boston. That's too much.
That's too much in Boston. It's only one basketball. It's only
Yeah,
one
you get rid of
basketball.
Jalen Brown, you get rid of Marcus Smart.
It's still only one basketball.
Marcus Smart.
It's the person that's your defense.
Yeah.
What about defense?
Yeah.
What do you say?
So he went on to the Florida team.
We're going to let you have this.
So here we go. Here's the thing.
Go ahead.
Coach Brown says to me,
Uh-huh.
He calls me the dean. First off, I didn't even hit Coach Brown up.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't say a word to Coach Brown. Haven't said anything to him about this loss.
Mm-hmm.
You understand me?
Right.
To call me the dean.
Uh-huh.
I now wish I would have texted him, tweeted him,
Yeah.
Instagram storied him, Victory dance, we played them in 2 weeks. Georgia's a really good football team.
He called it Judgment Day.
Yeah, for sure. It's Judgment Day, for sure. But, true, Vandy has more stethoscopes than students. I get that. But at the same time, 2 weeks from now, we'll see what's up. And, I ain't even called Coach Brown, though. Because I know how it was when I lost to Kentucky. When we lost to Kentucky.
You can talk 2 weeks from now.
No, this is
now.
When we lost to Kentucky, I said, hey, Kentucky's better than y'all think.
Yeah.
Kentucky's clearly better than what everybody thought.
Clearly.
So, yeah, man. Looks like a good loss now.
Mm-hmm.
We're 6-1.
Mm-hmm.
We, we'll be all right.
Yeah.
We'll be okay. But to be the dean, come on, man. And we ain't, listen, 6-1. We ain't going to get up into that. Is Pat Mahomes the real deal?
The real deal,
Yes.
Real deal for sure.
Is he the best quarterback in the league?
No. He's not better than Drew Brees.
No, that's
He's not better than Aaron Rodgers and not better than Tom Brady. So, but the young guys,
that's a great company to keep, though.
I'm just saying those are your top three. But I'm saying as far as the young guys, I honestly don't think he's better than Jameis Winston. So it's just if I'm starting the team tomorrow, give me famous James. That's my guy.
Oh, let's move on. My goodness, I know you feel the same way.
Yeah.
James is legit.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's bad.
And I like Pat Mahomes.
Pat Mahomes is real, y'all.
Talks weird.
Big country.
Yeah, talks really weird.
Pat Mahomes is cold.
He's cold.
Just keep it in
4
perspective,
games.
though.
What, 5 games?
5 games.
I watch Texas Tech. Pat Mahomes can play.
And Texas Tech, never mind.
Big 12 ain't nothing but he ain't doing nothing but throwing the football. For sure, it's backyard football.
He can make all the throws, guys.
And so can a lot of quarterbacks in the NFL.
And the knock against him, he can make all the throws. He can also not make those same throws, too. So he ain't had his bad game yet. We ain't seen him bounce back from his bad game yet.
I'll give him 4 years.
Yeah.
For sure.
Give him 4 years.
Yeah.
Watch when they come back on their second trip after those 8 games, and you see some of those teams for the second time.
You got to go to West Carolina. You got to go to New England.
Yeah, we'll see what he look like.
Mm-hmm.
Most definitely. You guys ready to get started the second half?
Let's do it.
Let's go.
The second half is underway.
Second half, the 2018 NBA Top 7 Series Part 2. The Power Fours. Before we get started, I'm Jay Holt.
Well, Big Joe.
I'm Weezy. What's poppin'?
Weezy, listen, now this is the toughest one we had to do. Because all the lists of people submit, and I again appreciate everybody that submitted a list. Thank you so much. Even though people had totally different lists. This is we've done this show for 4 years.
Okay.
Top 7 series. This is our 4th year doing it, and it has not been so hard to distinguish positions for each position.
Yeah.
Like for each player, they can play 3 positions.
Yeah.
Like if you do fantasy basketball, right?
It's
I was
rough.
talking to one of my coworkers, and they said that they play fantasy basketball,
Mm-hmm.
and they said that Giannis, you can put Giannis in at the point guard, shooting guard, small forward, or power forward. You put Ben Simmons at all 4 positions.
Wow.
LeBron James at 3 positions. It's insane.
Yeah.
So positionless basketball has taken over
Right.
the Top 7 series and the NBA. It's just a positionless league.
Positionless world we live in.
For sure. But that means that coaches are always looking for players who can switch positions on both ends of the floor. And the power forward position has evolved over the years. We've seen the power forwards attack from the elbow for so long. The times of Sean Kemp to Larry Johnson. The good years, Charles Barkley.
Yeah.
Now you're seeing him shoot threes and defending point guards.
Yeah.
So, again, this list is strictly related to the 2017-18 stats and performance and who has the best chance of maintaining their great play headed into the 2018-19 season. These rankings take a look at recent seasons to make predictions about each player's impact and success for the upcoming year. So, our list from last year, Jeff, can you do the honors?
At number 7, LaMarcus Aldridge. Number 6, Paul Millsap. Number 5, Kevin Love. Number 4, Blake Griffin. 3, Kristaps Porzingis. 2, Draymond Green. And number 1, Anthony Davis.
Anthony Davis, who was the number 1 in the center position last year. Well, this year, for last week, yeah, for sure. This was tough, man.
Yeah.
To distinguish, some of your younger players who played. Jason Tatum played the 2 in college and 3.
Keep it above.
And for him to he's a power forward in the NBA, is insane. But that's neither here nor there. Let's get started with the honorable mentions. We'll start with Paul Millsap, 33 years old, plays for the Denver Nuggets. Played in 38 games last year, averaged 14 and 6. His wrist injury clouded the judgment of the listeners for sure, because the potential peak of Paul Millsap is an all-star when he was with the Hawks.
Yeah.
Probably the best player on the Hawks team for those formidable years when they were making playoffs.
And his game ages well.
For sure. Yeah, it aged for sure.
Yeah.
But with Paul Millsap, I was thinking Paul George, with Paul Millsap, he hijacks possessions for the Denver Nuggets.
Yeah.
So it seems, you have to have Jokic. The ball's running through Jokic.
True.
So, and then you have Will Barton who needs shots.
Correct.
Gary Harris is going to get shots. Jamal Murray is going to get shots. Where does Paul Millsap fit into this? Because the point guard in Atlanta was Dennis Schroeder. The two guard was Kent Bazemore. DeMar Carroll, Kyle Korver.
Right.
It's a different team, and I don't think they mesh well with him. But we'll see this year as he'll have a full year to play with some of those young guys. But he is a player that can really help a young team.
Yeah.
Because he does so much.
We're going to be seeing Paul Millsap in the league a long time. He's going to be there. He's still getting paid.
Dude.
We're going to say it about him.
Yeah,
his game ages, he just not a lot of athleticism behind it. He just gets bucket. He just gets to the rim.
Yeah.
Gets his shot off. Yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure. So, but again, he didn't make the list. Because there's 7 players in front of him. The next person we mentioned earlier, Jason Tatum, 20 years old. Played in 80 games last year, averaged 13 and 5. All rookie first team was accolade.
I thought he was gonna make the list. I really did.
Yeah, me too. He was on my list. I had him at 7 on my list. He finished his rookie season underutilized, wouldn't you say?
Maybe. The playoffs didn't say that.
What's underutilized?
Well, let's just keep it a buck. Jason Tatum is the superstar on this team, besides Kyrie Irving.
That's okay.
Jason Tatum has all of the tools and game to be a superstar, to average 20 points a game.
Okay. For
For him to hold back and only average 13, he was underutilized, and he will be vastly underutilized this year.
I don't think so. I think that team by January is going to figure it out, and they're going to be rolling.
Yeah.
They're going to be rolling.
He has to be a really, really important piece of that offense.
He is, for sure.
Yeah.
But he's going to be underutilized to the point where he's going to average 14 points a game where he can average 22.
You think him and Kyrie gonna bump heads?
I think he averaged 17 to 18 because Kyrie took less shots last year and wasn't complaining about it.
But you also now have to think, too. You're bringing in Gordon Hayward, who's a 20-point scorer historically.
Right.
Jaylen Brown, who is in his years to come up to be a natural scorer. You have Terry Rozier coming off the bench, who is a scorer.
Those are the two that's going to suffer. Terry and Gordon Hayward going to suffer.
At a high level.
Yeah.
Horford, too.
But Horford,
he got a dirty game. He gonna get his points.
I think Jason Tatum will be arguably the least affected by the platoon of people that will come in because he plays the 4.
I agree with that.
And the person that's behind him is Marcus Morris. Well, Markieff, one of
the Morris.
Morris twins, for sure. But this kid, man, is a special talent. At 19, going into 20 now.
Yeah.
I think he's the best player on the team.
I do too.
That's your hot take.
I really do think he is the best player on that team.
I think he'll be a top 15 player in the NBA this year.
Two
or three.
What?
The third best player on that team?
Yeah.
Who's second?
Al Horford.
Oh shit, Jeff.
Do y'all not know what?
I know
we're talking about that.
Yeah, please. I mean, later.
I get the hype. I get what Tatum did. I understand it, but none of that would have mattered if it weren't for Al Horford. What he did defensively, what he did offensively. It ran through him when Kyrie was out of there. Watch the game. They used him just like they use your man Jokic.
Yeah.
They use Al Horford the same way.
I understand that, Jeff, but to say that Al Horford's 33 years old.
I know that. I'm not saying he's about to go move mountains. You know what I'm saying? But for what the role that he plays and what they ask of him, that's your man. That's the guy who keeps that team together.
I just know that I've seen this story before, and having a bunch of players on one team can stunt the growth of a great player.
It could.
Yeah.
It could. I just don't think it'd be him. I think it'd be the other guys on the team.
For sure.
Yeah.
The next person is
right.
Kristaps Porzingis, 23 years old. 48 games played last year. Averaged 22 and 6.
Mm-hmm.
Suffered a torn ACL in February. Setting the stage for a retooling with the Knicks. They have one of the worst 3 or 4 rosters in the Eastern Conference without Porzingis. I think the relative lack of urgency to build a team this year, setting them up for next year to be a free agent player where they'll have a gang of money and Porzingis will be a restricted free agent. So there's no way that he would be in this list because I don't think he plays a game this year.
Yeah, that's the only reason why. So anybody questions why he's not on here because we don't think he's going to play.
I think he's going to play at least maybe 20 games max.
Because I think they're going to be so bad
Mm-hmm.
that why would you want
him?
Yeah.
They're taking the Joel Embiid approach.
Absolutely.
That in the same way, you remember when Paul George broke his ankle? Remember he came back like maybe 20 games
Between
into
15
it'd be the exact same.
Because they were playoff contention.
Yeah, for sure.
Year, so
it'd be minus the playoff contention for sure. And last but not least, Julius Randle of the New Orleans Pelicans, 23 years old, 38 games played. Last year, averaged 16-8.
Contract year. It really don't matter.
Averaged 16-8.
Contract year.
Just imagine what Julius Randle is going to do in a situation where the ball is going to move freely. The ball's stuck in LA a little bit.
It's contract year, Jeff.
I'm telling you.
Hey, Julius, you want a raise? This is your last year. You better prove it to me.
Nah. He turned himself. He made his body into an NBA body.
I'm just telling you.
And then he's also, this is a 1-year deal he signed.
Mm-hmm.
So it's another playoff. I mean, it's another
contract
year for him. So in turn, he's going to play well this year. We'll see.
I hope he does. I hope everybody does. But everybody can't.
Yeah, but I think he made, major strides in his final season with the Lakers, and I think it'll carry over with the Pelicans. I think he just needs to work on mid-range and also, a little bit more on defense. He's kind of lacks a little defense, but he's just 23 years old.
Mm-hmm.
With a Swiss Army, he can guard twos.
Jay, I ain't arguing with you, big dog.
Yeah, for sure. I'm just saying. I was just looking at you.
I want Julius Randle on my team.
Yeah, for sure. Give me Julius Randle, for sure.
Yeah,
I got the young god, Lauri Markkanen, who should have been on this list.
He's
Lauri
top
Markkanen
15.
is a player.
He's top 15.
He's a player. He's top 10.
Top 15.
He's better.
He's not top 10 because we got 10 listed.
He's better than Julius Randle. Lauri Markkanen is better than Julius Randle.
Top 15.
You see how fast they go?
He's not quick. Lauri, man.
All that praise he just
I'm just saying.
And then
I have Lauri
He's
Markkanen.
better than Julius Randle. That's the first name he said.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the short list
I got
here.
short list.
He's better than Paul Millsap too. But yeah,
next year.
This year, and he's coming off a big. He's got injury, so he's out 6 weeks.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So we're ready to unveil the 2018 list, starting with number 7. Jeff, you can do the honors.
My guy.
It's your guy.
Eric Gordon from Orlando. Averaged 17.6 points a game, 7.9 rebounds, 2.3 assists, and 2.2 3-pointers a game last year, shooting 43.4%.
Mm-hmm.
Career year.
He only played in 58 games, though, Jeff.
22?
23.
23.
Yeah, that's 22. Yeah. So,
And he's due for another growth. With the team they got around him now, bringing in Mo Bamba.
Shout out to Mo. They had him playing our position last year.
Exactly.
Had him playing the 3. He's going to move back to the 4.
But that helped him out.
No,
helped him.
Putting him at the 4 now, he's going to create matchup nightmares.
For sure. And so you got Mo. You brought in Timofey Mozgov.
Timofey.
Yes. You add with Jonathan Isaac. Bum. You got Nikola Vucevic.
It took us 2 NBA shows for Jonathan Isaac to be a bum.
Now I think about it, that switch he made from 2 to 3 or 4 to 3, whatever it is, it could hurt him.
Nah, he'll be fine.
It could hurt him.
Okay.
Because
why you say
3, he was out there, doing his thing on the wing.
4,
he has to be more physical. It could hurt him.
Plays 4 his whole life.
Yeah.
I know that, but it's much cooler to play 3.
No, it's not. He'll be fine.
It's much cooler to play
4s
3.
are basically 3s now.
You're right.
Yeah, all 4s are basically 3s.
Right.
Yeah, so when you're asking him to be the head of the snake, I think that's where Aaron Gordon struggles. But we didn't see that a lot last year because he got hurt.
Right.
And then you have Jonathan Simmons who's on the team also. So I think Jonathan Simmons is the best player on the team. Jonathan Simmons is a player, man. I love Jonathan Simmons. I would love to have him on my team.
I like his game. No lie.
For sure. But 16-8 or 17-8, 23 years old, still has a lot of growing to do. Signed a big dog extension, so he is the team. He's the head of the snake. I just want to see him play 80 games. Can I get 75 games from Aaron Gordon?
Shit, 70 plus.
Yeah, okay. Let's move on to number 6. LaMarcus Aldridge, 33 years old, played in 75 games last year. 23 points a game, 8.5 rebounds, 2 dimes, 1.2 blocks, 51% from the field. 3-point percentage went down to 29%. Accolades. He's an all-star. And second team All-NBA. This is the thing about LaMarcus Aldridge. He's 33 years old. Been playing at a high level for a really long time.
Yeah.
To go out in the pasture, this is the best team to do that.
Right.
Spurs will let you bow out gracefully.
Mm-hmm.
He's a really good player. He's only going to look even better playing with DeMar DeRozan.
Right. That's the best thing could have happened to him.
Only thing that worried me about this team now, DeJounte Murray, who was my breakout player of the year from 2018, he's gone with a torn ACL. They're going to have to, it's going to be Patty Mills. So Patty Mills is a scorer.
Yeah.
He's not a facilitator.
Yeah.
DeJounte Murray was, and it's going to hurt LaMarcus Aldridge the most, but he's been great these last 2 years for the Spurs.
I think Papa get him rolling again. I really do.
Yeah.
I think Papa, somehow, some way, he always figures towards the second half of the season. You know, he rests his play for the first 40 games anyway.
Yeah.
And then towards the second half of the season, LaMarcus Aldridge will end up scoring 15, 16 points a game out of nowhere.
Yeah.
With 10 rebounds.
I think he's average a dub.
I don't think it's a question of his skill set.
No.
It's a question of mentally do he want it.
Yep.
Because that was the problem the last year with Kawhi when they lost. When they didn't get swept, they lost those 4 games straight to Golden State.
Right.
Was he mentally there? When he
Right.
had that meeting with Pop over the offseason, they were trying to trade him at one point.
For sure.
He had the year he had last year because he checked in. He won the ball. So I don't know. Going, he's like 6'33".
Yeah.
Can he keep that up? I hope so. Because it's fun to watch when he's ready. When he's ready to play, he's fun to watch.
Yeah,
But when you're not mentally checked in San Antonio, it shows.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
it
saying.
shows.
It showed.
Yeah, because look Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah.
Because, like, that's Pop's diamond. All right, listen, we'll be fine. I'm get Kawhi to play. And all of a sudden, my diamond don't play. I'm fucked.
Yeah.
He was cruel.
And you look, and they lost their big defensive people in Danny Green, of course, Kawhi, Kyle Anderson. With those, he's going to have to do more of the defensive stuff around the rim.
I respect that.
And it's going to take a lot of his offensive wind, for sure, his energy. So they'll find a way. They got Jakob Poeltl.
I like that.
Still got Dante Cunningham, Rudy Gay play a little bit of the 4.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
Rudy Gay played the 4.
Yeah, for sure.
That's the league we in. It's the league we got right now.
Rudy Gay, man. He's always the same. Him and Jeff Green.
Jeff Green. They always move
Just
something.
fucking
Man.
them.
They can do it.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Number 5, Al Horford.
You want this one? That's
Go ahead. You want to go?
No, go ahead. That's your guy.
That's his man. Now he got that.
Go
He'll
ahead.
be out. Switch defender from a 5 to some threes when he has to.
He can switch on some threes for sure.
Terrific 3-ball for a center.
Chill.
Terrific 3-ball for a
Yeah.
center. You running the offense through him,
I agree.
and he's gonna lead Boston to Game 7 against Golden State.
On paper,
Golden State.
he's an all-star. Second team all defense. 4 dimes. 42 from 3. Hey, listen, you can't ask too much more from a 32-year-old. On paper, he just seems to be an average player.
Right.
But if you look between the lines, he's everything that the Celtics need. I agree with that. But with this team coming in, right?
Okay.
It's going to take away from that 12 is going to go down to at least 9.
Okay.
Those rebounds will increase because he's going to be playing a lot of 5s, switching, back and forth with 4s. But he's the most important player defensively for the Celtics.
Absolutely.
I think that if you add in a person like Jimmy Butler, it will help him. It will free him up because who plays defense on that team?
And what Jay's saying is somebody has to take less offensively.
He's gonna do that, but he's gonna do everything else.
No, I'm saying who's the defender on the team besides him?
Besides Al Horford, it would have to be somebody like
Jalen Brown?
And Jalen Brown.
or the Morris twin.
Yeah, the more he's in there pushing 5.
Yeah.
I think, again, Al Horford is like what you said, he does everything for the team.
Absolutely.
I really do think that at 32 years old, him playing at a high level, it's going to.
And his 32 is a long time.
It's a long.
He's been in the league, what?
11 years.
Yeah, tough.
Yeah,
Back-to-back championships.
Yeah.
32 is a long time.
Florida. So him, Corey Brewer, Noah, those they're out of the league. Noah's done.
Noah, he's free now.
He's free, man. He's done.
Nobody's picking him.
Corey Brewer's done.
He ain't in the league right now.
No, he's not in the league. No, he's not in the
he's
league.
not. He's sure not. He sure
Yeah,
is.
no, he's not in the league.
He had a good run, though.
Yeah, but really, dead ass, he's their best defender. He can give defenses a headache in the pick and roll, shoot from outside, control the game, everything you want to do.
Everything you want.
I just want him to play the 4, not the 5.
It's going to be amazing to watch Brad Stevens put this together.
Yeah, it's going to be tough.
Because
He's got
everybody's
the
saying
hardest
Boston. I just don't see him putting it all together in 1 year.
Yeah.
I don't. This is the first year he's going to have a full squad. Last year he had to put pieces together.
Mm-hmm.
This year he's going to see the first year when he got a full squad. All right, let's see. You play here. I don't know how he's going to do that.
I don't know how he is going to. He has the toughest job besides Steve Kerr.
Steve Kerr doesn't have a tough job.
You're damn
You
right.
know why he doesn't have a tough job?
Egos.
They don't have egos.
You're damn
Steph,
right.
They got
Stephen,
egos.
only one on the team has egos. KD.
DeMarcus Cousins.
That's the variable.
Oh,
that's
new.
the
That's
new.
new.
That's
Yeah.
new. I'm
That's
talking about
new.
heading into right now. Nobody on the
Patrick
team.
McCall is not answering phone calls.
He should be.
We
Andre
need you.
Iguodala.
We don't
They
need
say
you.
Andre Iguodala has a lot to say.
We need Iggy. Yeah, they need Iggy. Patrick McCall, we get somebody in for you, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
We don't need that.
I can dig.
Yeah.
Number 4, Blake Griffin. Only 29 years old.
That's wild.
Played in 33 games. Averaged 22, 9, and 5. 44 from the field, 34 from 3. I really do think that Blake Griffin is the most underrated, top 5 underrated players in the entire NBA. Like, I can't even understand the point where that Blake Griffin, Kevin Love is even an argument. If I'm starting to see tomorrow, give me Blake Griffin 10 times.
Over Kevin Love?
Oh, my God.
Yeah, for sure.
Kevin
I
Love.
seen Blake Griffin turn into a highlight reel, into a NBA superstar. He turned his game all the way around. I sit there and watched it.
Okay.
And I never get it. That was when he was doing his dunk contest, and Charles Barkley said, if he could ever figure out how to play basketball, he'll be a superstar. And he did.
Yeah.
He did.
I think the thing that Blake Griffin has done throughout his career, he has played out of position. Blake Griffin is a 5.
Okay.
Blake Griffin is a 5.
Okay.
And he's never been able to play a 5 because he played with Andre Drummond now, and before that he played with DeAndre Jordan. So he's never been able to actually play at his true position. But you want to talk about somebody that can pass at the 4 position as a big. He's one of the best. Yeah, oh my God. And he shoot from 17. He can shoot from 3. He can defend better.
Mm-hmm.
Rebounds at a high level.
I think the only thing to me that separates him and Kevin Love is that Blake, when the lights were on, he doesn't have that signature moment. He doesn't have a championship win. He doesn't have.
Kevin Love doesn't either.
Yeah, he got a ring.
No, I'm saying he doesn't have a signature moment.
He had some big shots, And
Anybody who's on that team, you put anybody in this 7, they're doing the same exact thing Kevin Love.
But even still,
But he got the chance.
you put Blake Griffin on that Minnesota team. They're not as good as they were with Kevin Love. They
weren't good.
They were in the West and still winning 40 plus games with just Kevin Love doing everything.
They can do that.
They would do that with Blake.
They would do that with Blake.
Because Blake wasn't there out the gate to be. He's developed the pass. He developed being able to do that. He was just a highlight in the first.
Yeah, for sure. Mid-range, everything. I think things will be totally different. You get Reggie for a full year. You're playing with Andre Drummond. He keeps dick in his pants. You just playing with a full deck, and Blake Griffin will get his chance this year. He's a toolbox, man. Much more of a nightmare than people talk about. Blake Griffin is really good.
They have a big year this year.
Really, really good basketball player.
Real big year.
They should be fine.
I think they're a 4 seed in the East.
No argument.
They should be.
They should be.
They should be.
No
they
argument
have their
for me.
defender.
You gotta get Stan out of that.
Yeah, now for sure. Stan's already gone. Dwayne Casey. Yeah, for sure.
Because that team is there for you.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like-
That is a team.
You walked into that.
You walked into
you.
a point
You're Jeff
guard.
Gruden. You're John Gruden with Tampa Bay. You walk right into the
You got a
situation.
team.
Yeah.
You got a team.
Move on.
Yeah.
Since we're talking about him already.
Yeah.
K-Love.
Mm-hmm.
30 years old. Coming off of 17 points per game last year. Shooting 50% field goal percentage. 2 3-pointers made per game. I don't know why we're not picking him over Blake Griffin, but obviously the listeners want to.
Yeah.
So Kevin Love, man.
Yeah.
He's looking like this year he's going to go back to Minnesota. Kevin Love.
Yeah, I remember it was a point in time.
I would love to see him do that.
Yeah.
Offensive focal point. It was 2013, 2014.
Mm-hmm.
You look at this kid, played 59 games last year, under the shadow of LeBron James. He will look better minus LeBron James.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that I worry about with him is his lack of a point guard that can get him the ball in spots where he needs it. He's never had that.
Okay.
He's never had a point guard like Chris Paul. He's never had a John Wall type of point guard that can get you open in spots besides LeBron James. And with LeBron James, he never got shots that he needed because hell, it was Kyrie Irving, it was LeBron James. So
And
he sacrificed for the Chris Bosh role.
he did.
Yeah.
I think the thing that hurt Kevin Love, everybody says, well, he's not the same player that he was in Minnesota, and he isn't. But because this is what I think. He went to Cleveland. He ended up getting hurt a lot.
Yeah.
So he stopped being physical until playoff time when the lights came on. Where it looked like you don't be physical. We can see you not being physical. In the regular season, he kind of coasted and just shooting the long ball. That's it.
To his defense, that's why I said the Chris Bosh role. That's what he was relegated to.
Yep.
Because when you took the ball out of his hands in the post and not running the offense through him, you were running through your ball dominant players, which was LeBron and Kyrie Irving.
Yep.
Yeah,
He couldn't do that.
Yeah, but Chris Bosh still got physical, still got rebound. Chris Bosh took a corner three. That's all he took corner threes. Kevin Love will step out and take a top of the key three.
That's what he was asked to do.
Yeah.
Kevin Love changed his body to play that stretch forward role.
Yeah.
He was a little bulkier in Minnesota.
He sure was.
Yeah, he changed his body to play a stretch forward.
Yeah, but transitioning back to power forward, I think it threatens to sabotage his defensive value.
Mm-hmm.
But his usage rate will go through the roof minus LeBron James.
Okay.
I just think that, you're playing with your point guard. Your starting point guard is George Hill. Like, how can you thrive with George Hill as your starting point guard? How? How are you going to do that?
I mean, his starting point guard is probably going to be kind of 60.
The starting point guard is George Hill.
Right.
Starting point guard.
Right now, that's what.
I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's still AC.
Cleveland?
Let's bet that.
Let me clear my tab.
Okay.
Whenever you're ready to do that,
Okay.
clear the tab.
Okay.
And we can make some more bet.
Number 2, man. Draymond Green. This is the thing about Draymond Green. He played in 70 games last year. Averaged 11 points, 7 rebounds, 7 dimes.
Yep.
7 dimes? That's
Yep.
crazy. 1.3 blocks, 1.4 steals, 45% from field goal percentage, 30 from 3, which went down.
Yeah.
He was an all-star, second team all-defense.
Yeah.
Draymond Green's status continues to be threatened by the Golden State Warriors superstar mantra.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a product of his environment.
Mm-hmm.
There's no question about that. And I think some people think he's overrated, mainly due to the fact that he takes the back seat to his superior offensive teammates.
Mm-hmm.
Draymond Green is the engine of the Golden State Warriors.
Oh, yeah.
If there is no Draymond Green, they don't have any championships. They won't win a game. If they trade Draymond Green, it will be the end of the Golden State Warriors.
They don't beat OKC in 7 without Draymond Green.
No.
He was the toughness.
Yeah.
He's the one that hit you in the mouth.
Yes.
Yeah. Right.
Let me ask you, this is just a question. I just thought about it.
All right.
I do that sometimes. Put Paul Millsap in that team. Check Draymond out.
Yeah.
Can they win a championship?
No. Because he relegates them to a point where they get the ball. He's the energy of the team.
Paul Millsap would slow them down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if you watched it. Now, Atlanta ran a similar offense to them with Kyle Korver on the wing, shooting the three, things like that. But Paul Millsap would slow them down as far as needing the ball, needing to score more than Draymond. But Draymond gets his shots off by bringing the ball up the court, shooting the tray, or getting an open shot because you're doubling whoever has the ball, things like that.
Speaking of the tray, I think that's his biggest problem. He shoots it too much.
Yeah, Steve Kerr hates it.
I hate it as well. I mean, he has all the space in the world to shoot, but him shooting threes, and I get it, he's open.
Yeah,
so you have to shoot, and you practice it.
Yeah.
Some of them go in.
Yeah. That's the worst thing when they go in.
But his 11 points a game will get down to 9.
This year?
Yeah, for sure. Because Boogie be back January, February. KD is going to get his KD shots. Steph's going to get his shots. Clay's going to get it. It's only going to matriculate, and it's going to go down and down and down to the point where we forget how good Draymond is, and they trade Draymond, or he leaves for free agency, and he takes the identity away from Golden State.
They're going to throw a bag at Draymond.
Somebody would just for his mental game.
They're going to throw a bag at him.
But people don't talk about he's the second most important player on that team.
I agree.
Maybe the most important.
He's toughness.
He gives him an identity.
For sure.
And he makes up for the stuff that the superstars don't want to do.
The dirty work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get it.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll let you take number 1. I don't like it.
Wow. Number 1 is Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah.
23 years old. He'll be 24 in December. Played in 72 games. Averaged 26 points, 10 rebounds, 4.8 dimes, 1.4 blocks, 1.5 steals. Shot 52%
This is
from
the guy
the field, 30% from three. He's an all-star and second-team All-NBA.
I just wouldn't have made him sound as good as you just did. Right?
Yeah, you made him sound really
I
well.
mean, because
He's 1 point this time.
But
1 point this.
listen,
let's keep it real. Like, dude, on paper, let's be honest. Like,
No.
he's the league.
No.
He's the league.
and not even on paper.
Yeah.
In the world, Giannis, and I know what you're. This is the thing about Giannis. First month of the season, he averaged 30 points a game, and they'll be
You took my point.
they'll be
Go
10
ahead.
and 6,
Yeah.
whatever the case may be. As the season goes along,
Yeah.
there'll be a 6 or 7 seed,
Yeah.
and those numbers are still there,
Yeah.
but there's not attributed to wins.
Wins,
I get that. I understand. That is the knock on Giannis Antetokounmpo. They have to win games, and he has to make his teammates better.
In the East, though.
Yeah.
I get Anthony Davis in the West.
Yeah.
I understand it.
Yeah.
I don't understand him in the East.
Skip Bayless comes out and says, now that LeBron James leaves, Joel Embiid is the best player in the Eastern Conference.
True.
And Giannis Antetokounmpo felt a way about that because Giannis Antetokounmpo should be the best player in the Eastern Conference now that LeBron James isn't there, and it is a question. Kawhi Leonard is there now.
Yeah.
You have Kyrie Irving.
Yeah.
You have a bunch of players in the East that can continue to be the best player in that conference, but Giannis Antetokounmpo is a walk-in mismatch, and he's been working on his jump shot.
Okay.
And it gets to the point. I'm telling you, he's gonna come out crazy like how he does every year.
Right.
And then we'll look up, and the Bucks will be in fifth spot, and you're like, then
They can't be
go
fifth
looking
this
around.
year.
But
They cannot be fifth this year.
Yeah.
But people want him to make his teammates better. In his defense, this is what he has to deal with all the time. From all the old players, they're looking at him like, man, wow.
If I had this,
Yeah,
if
if
I
I
had
had this.
yeah.
And they're all telling them, you're a walking mismatch. So everybody he sees plays defense on him, he wants to go kill.
And he
Or they
does.
try to kill him
He's-
too.
yeah.
Kevin Durant, excuse me.
Yeah.
I was called Kevin Garnett. Kevin Durant takes it personal every time they play.
He tries to go kill him.
Yeah.
He doesn't think about, he'll open over here, let me make his pass.
Yeah.
He wants to go get a bucket
Yeah.
to please everybody else. So either you're going to be a killer or you're going to be a facilitator. Or make everybody. You can't do both.
And he can.
LeBron can.
I just think that he works so hard because no one has made more strides to become a better player than Giannis Antetokounmpo since he first came into the NBA.
Okay.
Let's keep it a buck. We didn't think about Giannis Antetokounmpo from him being the best player in any position. He
Yeah.
played 3 positions, maybe 4.
Possible.
And for him to be in a situation where he has to make his teammates better, he has to.
Yeah.
So if that results in him only averaging 23, 22 points a game,
Right.
but they're a 4 seed or a
Exactly.
3 seed, by all means, do that.
Because in
But
the
he has
playoffs,
to
you
find
get
a
your
way.
27 in the
I'm just
playoffs.
telling him.
Hell yeah.
It ain't hit him in his head yet up here where he's thinking about making everybody look better.
See, I disagree with that because I watched them play against Boston last year, and he defers so much.
Yeah.
And that was the part I was like, dude, what?
But
But you got to think about it.
that's
He
what the
doesn't have a one
Had
dribble.
his ass in the blender.
Yeah.
If he had a one dribble pull up,
Yeah.
it would have been. He doesn't have that. So the same holes in his game exist.
Mm-hmm.
But if he gets that,
He's 99 on 2K.
oh my god!
And you know why he deferred? That's when the lights was on. That's when everybody's playing their best.
And he has Coach Bud now. So Mike Budenholzer is getting him in a
That's
way
a solid coach.
where you have him looking exponentially better than how he looked under Jason
Because the
Kidd.
thing is, I know I said I don't want to do that was a joke, but I want to see him be the player that everybody says he's supposed to be. And I just haven't seen it yet.
And at the end of the day, dude, he doesn't turn 24 until December.
Keep it real.
Come on
He'll
now.
be a Laker in about 8 years.
So yeah,
Dang.
this is the timeline of good players.
Okay.
They play on these small market teams.
Mhm.
Try to win at a high level. They realize that they really can't do that
Okay.
unless they get other people around them. Here's the thing: other people are not coming to the small market with you.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
in turn, you go to a bigger market. It happened to Chris Paul. Happened to Kevin Durant. It will happen to Anthony Davis. It's going to happen to Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, well,
But could he be Kevin Garnett and have that year what Kevin Garnett had when he won the MVP and went to the Western Conference Finals and they had Sprewell, they had Cassell?
He
Like,
needs.
could he be that?
He has to find. though,
NBA is too good now.
But he
Everybody
has-
else is too good.
if you know what hurt the rise of Giannis Antetokounmpo,
Right.
Jabari Parker being hurt. If there was Jabari Parker there,
And that I agree with.
that would be.
Because you had your number 2. You had your guy.
You
had
bring in
your guy
Middleton.
no matter what.
You can bring in Eric
Yeah,
Bledsoe.
yeah,
You
yeah.
bring in Brooke Lopez.
Yeah.
You
had your guy with you, though.
if Jabari Parker is Jabari Parker,
Yeah.
we're not talking about this. Yeah, man.
All right.
That was fun,
Now,
man.
before we move on, though,
What's that?
who has the best chance to move up on the list next year? And also, who has the best chance of being off the list?
Millsap's gone.
Millsap's gone. Okay. But he's an honorable mention.
LA is gone.
He's gone. Yeah, he's gone. Yeah.
Laurie Markkinen's in. Laurie Markkinen in.
Quite possible.
Laurie Markkinen is
What about Tobias Harris?
Tobias Harris might be in.
He's a 3.
Tobias Harris.
Tobias Harris is a 3.
I don't know what
It
nobody
depends.
plays.
He's
no
a
more.
3.
It depends.
I don't know what nobody
Tobias
plays.
Harris is a 3.
It
Tobias
floats.
Harris is a 3.
It floats.
Marvin Bagley could be in.
Definitely could be in.
We don't know that.
He
Marvin
could
Bagley could be in.
We don't know that.
Marvin Bagley could be in. Let's just keep it.
Yeah, Marvin Bagley can move up.
Dario Saric, Philly, could be in.
I had him on my honorable mentions.
Come on,
I had
man.
SARS on my honorable
Hey,
mentions.
man, can play.
Yeah. And he's on a perfect
What
team.
about Luca?
Is this? He's not a power forward. He's 2, 3.
I don't know what nobody plays.
Harrison
anymore.
Barnes is at 3.
Yeah, I don't know
Harrison
what
Barnes
nobody
did get paid to play basketball. It's funny.
At a high level, though.
Yeah.
Harrison Barnes can hoop, man.
I just messing with you.
You know how it hurts, man. I'm talking about Harrison Barnes. Oh my God. Should have won a national championship that year.
Crap.
I don't want to talk about it. But yeah, that is our power forward list.
Yes, sir.
Starting with number 7. Let me see if I can find out who number 7 was.
Number 7?
Aaron Gordon.
Aaron Gordon, my guy.
Number 6 was LaMarcus Aldridge. Number 5 was Al Horford. Number 4, Blake Griffin. Number 3 is Kevin Love. Number 2 is Draymond Green. And number 1 is Giannis Antetokounmpo. We have the small forward list coming up next week. Fight.
Mm-hmm.
Fight.
Yeah.
It'll be a battle.
Fight.
Don't get real.
Yeah, I know what you're going to do. It's not going to happen, but I know what you're going to
I'm
do.
just saying.
We don't have to talk about it. I know what you're going to do.
It ain't what I'm doing. It's a list of small forwards.
Yeah.
So, you know,
Small
we
forwards
go.
and point guards.
shooting guards is going to be tough too.
Well, put the kids to bed.
Real rough.
Nah, it's a point guard. It's not even close.
There's some people that's not gonna make the list.
Oh, for sure.
For sure.
It's
Probably-
For sure. Controversy.
What you got up for the week?
Oh, I was just thinking about that point guard.
Yeah,
That's crazy. I was quiet for me this week, man. I'm just gonna chill, relax, catch up on some stuff. Television.
Homecoming
wise.
week.
It is TSU
Geek.
homecoming.
Geek.
Forgot about that.
Yeah.
Damn, how did I forget
Yeah.
about that?
You ain't forget about it.
I did.
Yeah, I ain't gonna be like that.
Yeah.
I was about to do you like that.
There you go. For sure. chill.
Oh.
Anybody else got anything else up this week?
I was just watching Walking Dead, man.
They say you performing it.
Oh, my God.
TV franchise. You opening up for- Who's
Like.
I went up for Gates.
For Gates. It was always on.
It's always on.
Now, tweet us with questions throughout the week at Full Sport Press. Don't forget to comment, give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down on the YouTube page, on the iTunes page. Please rate and subscribe. But more importantly, don't forget to tell a friend
Tell a friend.
Tell a friend.
about that Full Sport Press podcast. Wheezy,
Everything paid for, baby.
Jeff,
Say Kevin's always on. Kevin's always on.
you better know it, man.
Hey, before we go, River Chat was popping this week.
Yeah, shout out to the River Chat.
Hey, it's some weird shit going on there with River Chat, man.
The revolution will be podcasted, and we are out.
Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
Thank you for listening to the Full Sport Press podcast. To catch up on prior episodes, visit the SoundCloud page. And don't forget to tell a friend to tell a friend.